Do you feel less strength in your legs, a slower mind, and your sexual desire is not what it used to be? If you are over 60, you are not alone. Many older adults experience a progressive loss of physical energy, mental agility, and libido, believing this is an inevitable part of aging. But the good news is that there are simple habits inspired by Oriental medicine and nutrition that can reverse this condition and restore vitality to the body and mind, even after 60. After 60 years of age, it is completely natural for the body to begin showing signs of wear. Muscles weaken, especially in the legs, which can lead to falls and loss of mobility. At the same time, many people notice that their ability to concentrate decreases, and memory no longer responds with the same agility as before. Additionally, the decrease of hormones like testosterone and estrogen can directly affect sexual desire, something many prefer not to talk about, but that impacts self-esteem and quality of life. Recent studies show that one of the main causes of this decline lies in the modern Western diet, rich in processed foods, hidden sugars, and inflammatory fats. This silent combination deteriorates circulation, accelerates cellular aging, and disrupts hormones essential for vitality. In contrast, the Japanese, famous for their longevity and good sexual health in old age, follow a diet that strengthens muscles, stimulates the brain, and keeps libido active. Many of the key foods in the Japanese diet are already available in Western markets and only need to be combined properly. The secret lies in small daily habits, which, accumulated, build a strong body, a clear mind, and an active, healthy, intimate life, even at advanced ages. One of the pillars of the traditional Japanese diet, present in almost every meal, is blue fish, such as salmon, mackerel, tuna, and sardines. These fish are extraordinary sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which play an essential role in cardiovascular, brain, and hormonal health. Unlike red and processed meats that dominate Western tables, blue fish has the ability to reduce systemic inflammation, improve blood flow, and strengthen the connection between neurons, thus enhancing memory and mental agility. But what few know is that omega-3s also act directly on the endocrine system. Studies have revealed that men and women who regularly consume blue fish have more balanced levels of testosterone and estrogen. This translates into a more active sexual desire, better intimate performance, and a greater sense of vitality. Furthermore, these nutrients improve dopamine synthesis, a key neurotransmitter for pleasure, enthusiasm, and daily motivation. For those living in Western countries, incorporating blue fish is not a complicated task. You can include it as baked or grilled fillets, or even in cold salads with vegetables. If fresh fish is not available, canned fish in water can also be a good option, although it is always recommended to check the sodium content. A Japanese trick is to accompany the fish with grated ginger or nori seaweed, which enhance its digestibility and further boost its regenerative properties. A simple recommendation is to replace at least 3 meals with red meat by blue fish per week. With this moderate change, many elderly Japanese have managed to keep strong leg muscles, avoid cognitive decline, and even maintain an active sex life well into advanced ages. And you can achieve this too, without spending more or making extreme sacrifices, simply by consciously choosing what you put on your plate. Another essential component of the Japanese diet that has gained popularity in many Western cultures is tofu, an ancient food derived from soy. At first glance, it may seem bland or unattractive, but tofu is a true nutritional gem. Its high content of plant-based proteins makes it an excellent alternative to heavy meats, especially for older adults who need to preserve muscle mass without overloading the kidneys or increasing cholesterol. For every 100 grams, tofu offers about 10 grams of high-quality protein, which is easily digestible and low in saturated fats. What distinguishes tofu, besides its protein profile, is its hormone-balancing action. Containing natural isoflavones, tofu acts as a mild hormonal modulator. In women over 60, it helps relieve menopausal symptoms such as hot flashes, irritability, and loss of sexual desire. In men, it promotes the balance of estrogen and testosterone, protecting the prostate and helping maintain vital energy. These effects are not immediate, but with regular consumption, the body responds positively, promoting a general sense of well-being. Additionally, tofu contains calcium, iron, magnesium, and a variety of essential amino acids that strengthen bones and muscles, two fundamental pillars for maintaining leg mobility in old age. It is common in Japan to see elderly people preparing simple dishes such as cold tofu with scallions and soy sauce, or quick stir-fries with colorful vegetables and fresh ginger. These preparations are digestive, energizing, and stimulating for the body without causing heaviness or inflammation. Including tofu in a Western diet is easier than it seems. It is available in most supermarkets in firm, soft, or even smoked versions. You can add it in cubes to soups, salads, stews, or stir-fries with sesame oil. A simple recipe you can try is golden baked tofu with turmeric and olive oil, resulting in a tasty, functional dish, highly beneficial for muscles, memory, and intimate desire. As we age, the body needs less food quantity but higher nutritional density. Tofu fits this profile perfectly. It is soft, versatile, and powerful. Its consistent consumption, just as elderly Japanese do, is one of the lesser-known keys to maintaining firmness in the legs, mental sharpness, and a fulfilling, intimate life, even in maturity. It is not about becoming vegetarian, but about including this ancient tool in your weekly routine with awareness and flavor. In Japanese tradition, one of the oldest and most revered ingredients is sesame, known in many Spanish-speaking countries as ajonjoli, small seeds in white, golden, or black colors, which, although they may seem insignificant at first glance, hold a treasure of properties that can deeply transform the health of those who consume them regularly. It is no coincidence that in Okinawa, one of the regions with the greatest longevity in the world, elderly people use sesame every day, whether in the form of paste, tahini, oil, or toasted seeds. Sesame is very rich in bioavailable calcium, much easier to absorb than that from dairy products. This makes it a valuable ally for those who suffer from weak legs, bone mass loss, or joint pain. Besides calcium, it contains zinc, magnesium, vitamin E, and a specific type of lignans, such as sesamin and sesamolin, that act as powerful antioxidants and hormonal modulators. These compounds help balance sex hormones, fight oxidative stress, and preserve neuronal functions. From a sexual health perspective, sesame naturally stimulates testosterone production in men and supports the proper functioning of the reproductive system in women, especially after menopause. Eastern studies have found that daily consumption of virgin sesame oil improves blood flow in intimate areas, reduces cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and increases the general feeling of well-being. Added to this is its effect on the brain. Its combination of healthy fats, antioxidants, and minerals promotes memory, concentration, and brain plasticity. One reason sesame is so valued in Japanese cuisine is its versatility. It can be added to rice, soups, vegetables, salads, and even smoothies. The famous gomasio, a mix of toasted sesame seeds with crushed sea salt, is used by the Japanese to season their meals in a healthier and tastier way, providing energy without harming the heart. In paste form, tahini can become a nutritious breakfast when combined with honey and a slice of whole wheat bread, or a light, functional dinner if mixed with lemon and garlic over steamed vegetables. In the Western world, sesame is increasingly available and affordable. You can find it in natural food stores, large supermarkets, or even as natural energy bars. But the most important thing is not just buying it, but integrating it into your routine with consistency and purpose. A daily spoonful can make a difference. It will strengthen your legs, nourish your brain, and bring back the sparkle to your intimate life. Instead of costly supplements, this ancient seed represents a natural, effective solution deeply rooted in Eastern wisdom. Few beverages have such a deep and revered history in Japanese culture as green tea, especially in its traditional form known as matcha. For centuries, this infusion has been much more than a drink. It is part of spiritual rituals, medicinal practices, and even a symbol of longevity. In Japan's blue zones like Okinawa and Shizuoka, daily green tea consumption is closely linked to an active, lucid, and energetic old age. Green tea is rich in catechins, especially one called Epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, an antioxidant that combats cellular aging, improves blood circulation, and protects the cardiovascular system. These catechins have the power to reduce bad cholesterol, LDL, increase good cholesterol, HDL, and prevent arterial stiffness, which is essential for those wishing to maintain leg strength and avoid diseases like hypertension or varicose veins. But its effects do not stop there. Green tea also improves muscle endurance and recovery after physical effort, which is key to maintaining mobility and balance in old age. Regarding the brain, green tea acts as a gentle stimulant, without the harsh side effects of coffee. It contains an amino acid called L-theanine, which crosses the blood-brain barrier and promotes the production of alpha waves, creating a state of relaxed alertness. This translates into improved concentration, short and long-term memory, and a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. In fact, some Japanese studies show that older adults who drink 2 to 3 cups of green tea daily have up to a 30% lower risk of cognitive decline. As for sexual desire, green tea also plays a role. Its detoxifying and vasodilating effects promote better blood flow throughout the body, including intimate areas. Moreover, by reducing stress, fatigue, and chronic inflammation, factors that silently sabotage sexual appetite, this traditional beverage restores vitality to the body, hormonal balance, and a renewed sense of well-being. Incorporating green tea into daily life is simple and affordable. You can consume it in regular tea bags, loose leaves, or matcha powder. To maximize its benefits, ideally drink it between meals, avoiding added sugar. If you prefer a milder flavor, you can mix it with mint or slices of ginger. And if you want a stronger boost in the morning, a cup of whisked matcha with hot water and a few drops of lemon can be your best natural ally to wake the body, activate the mind, and prepare the ground for a more active, intimate life. As you can see, something as simple as a cup of tea can become a daily tool for longevity and fulfillment. You just need to use it consistently, as the Japanese do, who have made green tea a symbol of physical vitality, mental clarity, and renewed desire. Surprisingly, eggs are considered in Japan one of the most complete and essential foods to maintain physical strength, brain health, and sexual vitality and maturity. Unlike many Western myths that have demonized eggs for their cholesterol for years, Oriental medicine has valued them as an irreplaceable source of vital energy, especially for older adults. In Japan, the traditional breakfast often includes tamago, boiled eggs or eggs prepared with rice and seaweed, as a way to start the day with strength, mental clarity, and digestive balance. Eggs contain high biological value proteins, meaning they provide all the essential amino acids the body needs to regenerate tissues, maintain muscle mass, and strengthen the legs. Each egg provides about 6 grams of pure protein, along with B vitamins such as B12 and choline, which are fundamental for nervous system health. Choline, in particular, is essential for producing acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that regulates memory, focus, and motor coordination, functions that tend to decline after age 60. But the real treasure of the egg lies in its yolk, often unfairly avoided. There are minerals such as selenium and zinc, directly related to hormone production. Zinc, for example, is a key mineral for testosterone synthesis, impacting both sexual desire and muscle strength. Selenium acts as a cellular antioxidant that protects the gonads, strengthens the immune system, and supports fertility in men and women. Additionally, the healthy fats in the yolk help build steroid hormones and maintain endocrine system balance, which directly affects libido. The Japanese have a minimalist but effective approach. Instead of consuming eggs with processed meats and fried foods, as is common in many Western countries, they prepare them simply, steamed or boiled at low temperatures. This preserves their nutrients and makes them easier to digest. Even the famous onsen tamago, an egg slowly cooked in hot spring waters at about 70 degrees, symbolizes respect for the nature of the food, allowing its properties to be enjoyed without altering its protein structure. If you live in the West, you can apply this ancestral wisdom by adopting simple habits. Consume 1 to 2 eggs a day, preferably boiled, poached, or steamed, avoiding frying them in refined oils. You can accompany them with avocado, spinach, brown rice, or even on rye bread toast. The key is consistency. When integrated into the diet regularly, eggs not only strengthen the legs and memory, but also restore energy and confidence to those who believed that sexual desire was a thing of the past. Just as in Japan it is said that an egg a day keeps the mind upright, you too can turn this simple food into a powerful tool to age with dignity, strength, and joy. In Japanese culture, seaweed is not seen as a side dish, but as a true medicinal food. Among them, nori seaweed holds a special place. Although many people in the West only know it for its use in sushi in Japan, this seaweed is consumed daily, in soups, rice dishes, salads, or even as toasted sheets as a healthy snack. What makes nori a superfood is its unique composition. Marine minerals, plant proteins, fiber, B vitamins, antioxidants, and especially natural iodine, a fundamental element for hormonal health. Iodine is the fuel for the thyroid gland, which regulates metabolism, body temperature, energy levels, and the production of sex hormones. As we age, the thyroid tends to slow down, directly affecting muscle tone, memory, sexual desire, and even mood. Even mild iodine deficiency can cause chronic fatigue, weight gain, leg weakness, and a noticeable drop in sexual interest. Consumed in moderation and regularly, nori seaweed helps prevent this silent condition. But its benefits go beyond that. Nori contains taurine, an amino acid that strengthens the heart and improves blood circulation, facilitating the transport of oxygen and nutrients to the muscles, including those in the lower limbs. It also provides non-heme iron, ideal for combating mild anemia, which often affects many older adults, and vitamin K, which supports bone health and helps prevent falls. Additionally, nori has antioxidant compounds such as marine flavonoids that protect neurons from oxidative damage, enhancing mental sharpness and delaying brain aging. From the perspective of sexual vitality, nori seaweed has been used in traditional Japanese medicine as a natural aphrodisiac tonic. Thanks to its content of zinc, iodine, and essential minerals, it supports the production of sex hormones and improves blood flow in the pelvic area. Some Eastern studies even suggest that regular consumption can increase tactile and emotional sensitivity, enhancing pleasure and connection during intimacy. Incorporating it into your routine is easier than it seems. In Western supermarkets, you can find nori in the form of dried sheets, ready to eat. You can crumble a sheet over a bowl of rice, add it to clear soups, or combine it with boiled egg and avocado on a nutritious toast. If you enjoy green smoothies, a small pinch of powdered nori mixed with citrus fruits can boost the nutritional value without altering the flavor. The secret is not to consume large amounts, but consistency. With just 2 to 3 grams of nori per day, less than 1 sheet, it is already possible to feel a difference in energy levels, mental clarity, and muscle recovery. If you don't have easy access to nori seaweed or don't like its taste, there are accessible alternatives in Western cooking that can offer similar benefits. One of them is cooked spinach, rich in magnesium, iron, and folic acid, which helps oxygenate muscles and the brain. Another option is celery, which contains compounds that stimulate pheromone production and improve blood circulation, directly benefiting sexual desire. You can also turn to pumpkin seeds, full of zinc and antioxidants, ideal for supporting hormonal function and protecting the nervous system. Although none completely replace the mineral richness of the sea, by combining these plant options with other iodine-rich foods such as eggs or fish, it is possible to achieve a similar effect, adapting Eastern wisdom to the context of your own pantry. As you've seen, the key to strengthening your legs, keeping your mind sharp, and reigniting your sexual desire after 60 isn't found in magic formulas or expensive treatments, but in simple, daily, conscious decisions. Japanese wisdom, with its focus on natural, whole, and nutrient-rich foods, teaches us that the body responds gratefully when we nourish it with respect and balance. Including bluefish, tofu, sesame, green tea, eggs, and alternatives like spinach or seeds, isn't complicated. It's an act of self-care that gradually transforms your energy, mental clarity, and inner vitality. No matter your age or starting point, small, sustained changes produce great results over time. You can start today by adding just one of these foods to your routine and observing how your body and mood respond. The important thing is to take the first step and stay consistent. Care for what you put on your plate, and your body will care for you in return, with more strength, more clarity, and a fuller, intimate life. If you found this information helpful, please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who could benefit as well. Your health can improve, and many others need it too. Thank you for joining us, and see you in the next video.